Good morning, all my yarny friends. Happy Tuesday. It is Teresa with Critters Crochet, and I am finally back from my daughter's in Mississippi. Oh my goodness, y'all. It has been, I just got something all on my hands. It has been something else. I went to her house Friday evening and something on my glasses. I went to her house Friday evening. Yeah, this is gonna be a recap of my weekend. After this video, you'll see this video posted, and then the next video will be of the Technique Tuesday. So I'm kind of doubling up today. There is something on my glasses that will not come off. Um, I didn't notice it till I got on camera. Anyway, so I'm just kind of doubling up, but I thought I'd update you guys on all the craziness that happened to me this weekend. So, I go to my daughter's. She lives in South Haven, Mississippi, which is just outside of Memphis. It's a suburb of Memphis, okay? On into Mississippi. So, anyhow, I get there Friday night and everything's cool, everything's okay. Um, I knew there was going to be rain coming over the weekend, but not to the extent that it ended up being. I thought I'd be able to come home Saturday and everything be great. I can drive in the rain, no big deal. That is not how that weekend turned out. So I get to my daughter's Friday around 4 o'clock or so. And we have a church camp down there that's about an hour from them where we go to. I've been a counselor there, and my kids all went through this camp, and now they're counselors at the camp. And it's our place. It's our little heaven on earth is what we call it. And so their congregation had an area wide youth retreat. So I came Friday. I went down to the camp with my daughter Friday night just to see everybody and say hi. And it was just a great night, Friday night. So Megan and I came back to her house. Um, and I cannot catch up on my sleep. We stayed down there till almost midnight, came back to her house, and the Molly dolls that was making, I had to finish the hair. So here I am sitting at her house at 1 o'clock in the morning getting the rest of the hair put on Molly. And I finished it because I wanted to give the doll to, I wasn't able to give it directly to the little girl myself, but her grandmother was at Ladies' Day the next day. So we had a Ladies' Day at her church Saturday morning. So here I am, almost 2 o'clock in the morning before I got to bed to finish the hair on Molly. And we had to get up. Excuse me. We had to leave by 7. So that means I had to get up at 6. So I had about 4 hours of sleep before we had to get up and go to Ladies' Day. I'm sitting there at Ladies' Day and I can't hardly keep my eyes open. I am so exhausted. I was able to enjoy it. Everything was great. We had a speaker, and she had a couple of lessons for us, and then we had lunch there. And I don't know if you have this restaurant where you're located, but it's called Chicken Salad Chick. And oh, is it good? They have all kinds of different chicken salads and pasta salads and club sandwiches, and oh, it's just wonderful. And so that was our lunch. They catered our lunch. It was nice. So we had that. Well, I said, Megan, my daughter Paige was there also. Megan had to stay, but she had to head back down to camp for the rest of the retreat. So my other daughter, Paige, she took me back to Megan's house so I could get all my things packed up and head out. And that's what I did. It was raining at that time. So I'm heading home. She's heading home also. And by the time I packed up and got on the road, I had been driving for about 20 minutes, 15 minutes maybe. And I get a phone call from Megan. that a tornado, or it might have been her mother-in-law, called me. There is a tornado. Get this. She's in South Haven, so I'm heading towards Memphis in order to go east and go home. Okay, so I get I get about 15 minutes into the drive, and her mother-in-law calls me, and she said, Teresa, I've got to tell you, there is a tornado that they have spotted coming through Arkansas directly into Memphis. And I was like, oh, you're kidding me. And I said, well, it's just rain right now. Maybe if I can get to Memphis, I can get through this. I didn't drive another 5 minutes, and the wind started picking up. My car felt like it was being lifted up off the road, and I could feel my car going back and forth, back and forth. I said, nope, I am not having any of this. So I turned the car around and I headed back to Megan's. I called my husband. I told him what was going on. And I said, it's getting really sketchy. And I said, I am not driving in this. I said, I will do my best to come home tomorrow. He said, okay. So I go back to my daughter. She's already down at camp. She wanted me to come down to camp. I said, I'm not driving in this rain and this storm down there. I'm not doing it. I'm at your house, and that's where I'm staying. I said, I am so stressed out from almost getting stuck in a bad tornado that I'm staying right where I am. So I had her whole house to myself Saturday night. I stayed there. Well, the fun's just beginning. I didn't sleep very good at her house. I normally do, but it was storming, and every little creak and crack made me jump up, so I didn't get much sleep Saturday night. I planned on getting up. I am so sorry, y'all. I am still out of it. I planned on getting up, going to church Sunday morning. Because of not sleeping very good, I overslept, so I didn't get up in time to go to church. So, what they do there for their services is they have morning services. Um, they have Bible study at 9 o'clock, and then they have, or at 9, yeah, 9, and then they have worship service at 10. So, everything's over by 11. Then everybody breaks for lunch, and instead of Sunday evening coming back, everybody comes back at 1 o'clock for the second service for Sunday. So I text Michelle, my daughter's mother-in-law. I text her and I said, hey, when services are over, give me a call. So she called me after morning services were over, and I said, look, I overslept. I wasn't able to make it to morning service. Can you pick me up for the 1 o'clock service? Sure, no problem. So she comes and gets me right after she gets out of morning service. We go have lunch, and we go to 1 o'clock service. So I was able to do that. So then, while I'm waiting on Michelle to get there, I started checking the TDOT, Tennessee Department of Transportation. I started checking their road maps to see about everything. Every road that I was going to have to take to get home, they said was closed for flooding. I didn't know how else to get home. So I called my husband again. And I said, well, here's the deal, sir. I told him, I said, every road is closed. I cannot get home. Every single road that I need to take to get home, they are closed. They've closed it off for flooding. So I stayed Sunday night at Megan's too. I got up Monday morning. Of course, Steve called me back that afternoon. He said, hey, when you get out Monday morning, just go ahead and take this route home. And the route he gave me to go home completely detoured all the back roads. I didn't have to deal with any back roads. Most of it was interstate. And so luckily I was able to get up. I got up Monday morning. And I was able to leave there. It was sunny, no rain, so I didn't have to drive in any rain, no storms. And I was able to make it home yesterday. So I was supposed to have been home Saturday. I didn't get home till Monday afternoon. But anyway, I made it home. Everybody made it through the storms just fine. There wasn't anything major. So where my other daughter lives, their town got a lot of flooding. The schools have been closed for a couple of days already because of the flooding. It's pretty bad. They are still evacuating people from the southern part of their county. They're still evacuating people by boat. So it's just where my middle daughter, where she lives, is just a mess. They don't have school again today because of all of the flooding. So I'm not sure when they're going to get school back in session. But anyway, I'm back home and trying to get caught up on my sleep. The Molly dolls, I don't know if you guys saw my post, but just let me show you some pictures. The little girl absolutely adored her little dolls. She loved them. Now I've got her face blocked out. Mommy said I could. Her mother said I could show the pictures as long as I blocked out her face. So there she is with her Molly and Lunette. She is loving them. And here's another picture. She's under her blanket with both of her dolls. So her mom told me she is absolutely in love with her dolls. She takes them everywhere. Um, Sorry, something fell. I like I said, I gave them to her grandmother Saturday morning, so she got them Saturday afternoon. And her mom told me she brought them to church with her. Well, Molly, she didn't bring Lunette, but she brought Molly to church with her. So Molly had to come to church with her. And she sent a video to my daughter. I don't have the video, but she sent a video to my daughter, and she said, "Look, mommy, what Megan made me." And she said, "No, honey." She said, "Remember, Megan didn't make those. Megan's mommy made those for you." And she said, "Oh." And she said, "Her name is Miss Teresa. And she said, "Tell Miss Teresa thank you." And it's the cutest little voice. She might be 4. Yeah, I think she's 4. Anyway, cutest little voice I've ever heard in my life. And she looks up at the camera and she goes, "Thank you, Miss Arisa, for my Molly doll and my Looney doll." She called her Looney, but I'm Miss Arisa. And it was so cute the way she said it. And I just about cried because that made me so happy. I told Whitney, her mom, I said, "This is why I crochet. That right there is why I crochet. This is why I love making things for other people, is that reaction right there." And I made that little girl's day. Molly and the Big Comfy Couch are her absolute favorite show right now. She loves it. And so, yeah, that just made the whole weekend right there. And then today, guys, is my oldest grandson's birthday. He is 8 years old today. I cannot believe this little guy is 8 years old already. It's unreal that he's already 8. But I called him this morning and sang happy birthday to him. So yeah, we're going back to her house Saturday and to celebrate his birthday. So, but his mommy took the day off work. Megan took the day off from work today, and her and Tucker are going out for the day. He said they're going to go. They're going to all his favorite places. The library, he loves that. The trampoline park, he could stay there all day and not get wore out. He loves that. And they're going to go eat at a Mexican restaurant. That's his favorite. And so that's what they're doing today. He got to pick everything they're doing today, and that's what he picked. So they're going to have a good day. He's going to have fun with his mommy. And so yeah, but that's how my weekend went. So now I have one more order to finish, and that is the Paw Patrol little dogs. Um I got this pattern. I may have already showed you guys this before, but let me get to the top of it. I finished making Chase, and now I'm working on Marshall. But it's the Paw Patrol pups, and this is a pattern by. Why is it not on here? Oh, LHC Patterns, Christine Kaluka. Christine Kaluka is her name, and these are the puppies. So I'm making all 6. So I have, like I said, I have Chase, and I have almost finished with Marshall. So got 2 of the 6 done. So I'm hoping to get those done this week. So that's what I've got to work on. And then I am going to jump back on my Hexicardy for the K&K Crochets doing the Hexicardy party. I'm going to finish up that cardigan. And then my next plan is, excuse me, I already know what I'm making for Decade Divas. And I'm hopefully going to start on my Decade Divas project. Don't have to have it done till September, but hey, I just need to jump on it and get it done so I can finish it up. So, that being said, this week, today is the letter V. So after this video, stay tuned because later on today I'll have the video for Technique Tuesday with the letter V. Tomorrow is I'll give you a sneak peek on what I'm making for Battle of the Stitches. We're doing the griddle stitch, so I'll give you that sneak peek tomorrow. Also at 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon Central, 4 o'clock Eastern, Shannon at the Spoonie Stitcher is going to be live on her channel, and she has a special guest, and they're going to be talking about hand and wrist and arm pain that you can have when crafting and some solutions for that. So stay tuned for that. Thursday, I will be showing you my finished project out of the 24-hour project book. I'm making this tank top right here. And so I'll be showing that to you and letting you know if it was truly a 24-hour project. And then Friday will just be a catch up, okay? So that's what's happening this week. And I wanted to show you a couple of things that I got in the mail. So I have recently become affiliated with Ice Yarn. Yeah. I really like their yarn, and I thought, if I'm going to start buying yarn from them, I might as well see if I can get a few pennies from the company too. So I have become an affiliate, and I have links to each of these yarns that I'm going to show you. I got 3 different kinds the other day, and I know a lot of people go, oh man, the shipping on this is horrible. I'm not getting Ice Yarn. Y'all, let me just show you. This is number 69754. Okay, it is, and let me open this. I should have already gotten these out before I got on camera. Let me do this. Okay, here we go. Not too bad of a crinkle. This is the Picasso, which I absolutely love the Picasso yarn. It's a 4-weight yarn. Okay. Now it has a little bit of a halo to it, so when you have to frog it, it takes a little bit of tugging to frog it, but it's 44% acrylic, 56% polyester, and it is a 50-gram ball. It does not give it to me in yards, so I do not know the yardage. But guys, you're getting 8 of these. 8 of these, okay? So this packet right here was $6.99 for 8. Okay, so that's 8 times, that's 400 grams for $6.99. Okay, so there's that one, and it is a beautiful color. It's got the pretty pinks and the purples. So I got that one. But guys, look, yes, they charge a lot in shipping, but if you take the total cost with shipping and with the cost of the yarn, it pretty much, and you divide it out, it pretty much equals out to the same thing you would be paying if you bought from any other yarn company and just paid a $8 shipping charge. It evens out to pretty much about the same amount. So you're getting a humongous discount on the yarn. So the shipping kind of equals out with it. So I'm okay with it. The next one I got, I wanted to try this out. Where is it? There we go. I wanted to try this out because it looks so pretty online. It looks even prettier in person. But check this out. Look at these colors. You've got a rust color here and a red and then this tan. And look at all the sparkle that's in it. Look at that sparkle. This is Magic Glitz is what it's called. There it is right there. Magic Glitz. It is, these are 100-gram skeins. And I did not, what did I do with, I wish I'd kept that box. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. I may be able to pull it up to tell you. I should have had this already out. Where are you? Here we go. Yeah, I'll tell you exactly. Let's see. Yeah, the Magic Glitz. It's a cream gray, light maroon, and red copper, and four four skeins for $8. Okay, four skeins. So that's 100 grams. That's 400 grams for $8. Okay, y'all. Usually, you go to another store and buy 400 grams of yarn, you're gonna pay $13, $14, around there for that. So, but this is nice. It is 95% acrylic and 5% Lurex. So it's acrylic, and I'm assuming the Lurex is the sparkle that's in it. So, and again, it's called Magic Glitz. So I got 4 of those. And then I got, put that over here, one more. And you know how I am about pastel colors. If you've watched this channel long enough, you know that pastel is my favorite. Sorry. I'm trying to do that without all that. So I got this one. It's another Magic Glitz. And it has Pastel Rainbow is what it's called. And it is number 80848. 80848. And here's what it looks like out of the package. It's just a rainbow of gorgeous pastels. Purples, pinks, blues, yellows. Is that not, and a little bit of like a peachy orange? Is that not gorgeous? I got 4 skeins of that for $7.99. So, $24 for all 3 packages. And I got, let's see, 1, 4, 8, 1,200 yards, guys. Now listen, 1,200 yards for $24. Okay, y'all? That's not bad at all. So, in the description box below, I will have a link to all 3. I will have a link for each one of these packs of yarn. Go check them out. There's a lot of these yarns that you can also get in packs of 6 for just $1.99. It's well worth it. It comes from Turkey. And it ships pretty quickly. I got this. I placed my order. Let's see. When did I order this? I should have looked at that. Let's see if it tells on here when I ordered it. I ordered it the 29th. And it came in the mail. Let's see. Today is Tuesday. It came in the mail last Friday. So, last Friday was the 4th. Yeah. So, that was quick. That's quick. So, I got that, what? 1, 2, well, you don't want to count the weekends. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, less than a week, and I got my product. So, I will have links to those in the in my description box for those yarns if you want to check them out. And anything you order with those links just sends a few pennies my way for the channel. Then I was surprised. I got a Premier box in the mail, and I thought, I have not placed an order with Premier. What is this? As you all know, I'm an affiliate with Premier. And I'm having a little glitches on my system with getting paid. So hopefully before too long, that's going to get worked out. But they sent me something, really nice little card in here. And it says, Teresa, thank you for all your support for the Premier Yarn brand as our alliance partner, your friends at Premier Yarn. So just a little happy for being an affiliate with them. And this is what I got. Look at this. An Arctic tumbler. This has Premier Yarn on it. And nice. I've been trying to drink more water, so this is perfect. So thank you, Premier Yarns, for sending this to me. I appreciate it very much. I was not expecting that, and this is fun. They sent some stickers. I just now realized the stickers were in there. So we've got strawberries, and we've got watermelon, and let's see, what does this say? Premier Yarns Parfait Chunky Neons. And we've got this one. So a few little stickers there. So thank you, Premier, again for sending that to me. That was very nice and a nice, very, very, very nice surprise. So that was just a little bit of me catching up with y'all since I haven't gotten to talk with you guys in a while. Things have just been insane. I have something going on every weekend this month. I just got back from my daughter's. We're going back there next weekend for my grandson's birthday party. The next weekend, I'm heading out to Ohio to see family. And then the weekend after that, my friend Shelly and I are heading to California on Amtrak. So it's like boom, 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 boom. Lots and lots and lots of things happening. But that's okay. I'd rather be busy than not have anything to do. So this is great. So yeah, I hope you've watched all the way to the end. If you did watch all the way to the end, I want you to leave the word ice in your comments. That lets me know that you watched all the way to the end. And I appreciate you guys supporting my channel. We are, let's see, we are up to, and I think I can add another row to the blanket, so I'll be sharing that later on. We are at 1,783. So yes, I get to add one more row. And so I appreciate that so very much. Let me think if there was anything. And that's it. So thank you for watching the video today, guys. I'm going to go ahead and record and get the video for the letter V for our Technique Tuesday. I'm going to get that worked on and get that loaded. So you may see that here in another hour or so. You should see that one. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for the sneak peek of the griddle stitch and what I'm making for Battle of the Stitches. So have a great day, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.